The story of my third week hiking the AT doesn't begin with hiking. After 20 miles in the rain, I treated myself to a 0 day at the fancy Fontana Lodge. Mostly I spent the day working on these videos, but did get to have an Endless Trail Pilsner by Catawba, using the bag I keep my power bank in as a koozie. It was nice and crisp and light. Since it was Sunday, a lot of restaurants were closed, so we had hiking meals. But still, nice to rest. Then the next day, it was back to the trail. Sometimes it's really not fun getting everything together again, heading out, so I brought a coffee with me just to have a little pick-me-up. There were glimpses of Lake Fontana through the trees, and I was headed towards the Smokies. What a beautiful day. That was a really good 0. I got a lot done, got everything dried out. My tent still smells like mildew because it was rolled up wet for almost 12 hours, but I don't know what else to do about that. I'm enjoying walking with my coffee in hand. Hope there's a trash can somewhere along the way. And it's an exciting week because I'm headed into the Smokies. Not my first national park ever, but on the trail. I'm sure the mountains will be very epic. There will be some new challenges along the way. Can't wait. The first landmark of the day was the Fontana Hilton, known as the nicest shelter on the AT. Look at all these amenities! This is an official AT shelter. Looks like it was made by the TVA. I can tell by looking at the signs, it says that. Who knows? I don't know if they made it, in the 30s when the TVA was most active, I guess. But, I guess probably not the solar panel charging station. But I don't know. This is just so cool, and I'm like, wow, they really love us. Only about 100 hikers finished the trail? Wonder what year that was. I bet 90s. That guy looks 90s. Wildlife. It's okay. Don't worry about me. That was quite the climb. Always very steep leaving any resupply place. I said to my friends they should just build bridges between the mountains. I packed more than I needed, really, so instead of being annoyed at myself for packing too much, just oh, more food, alright, use this as a tool. Another flowery wonderland. getting close to camp now, and good thing, because I'm tired of walking. Although really I was worried about monotony on the trail and just feeling like I was passing time. As great as it is to be out in nature, sometimes, no matter how good it is, things can get repetitive. But luckily, that really only happened on day 4, when the terrain was very, very flat and straight and undiverse. I'm not mentally fatigued yet, as I thought I might be. Still feels like I'm fresh on this trail. I thought you had to stay in a shelter in the Smokies instead of using a tent, but this sign said that we're allowed to spread out now. With the tent that I have in REI Flash Air 1, this wall always flaps back and forth in the wind, and it was doing that a lot when I set it up, so let me show you what I'm trying to do to fix it. Before my sleeping pad was here, this part was really blowing up a lot, so I put my other trekking pole there to hold it down. When I say my other trekking pole, this is where trekking pole 1 is, but anyway, that's kind of holding it down, keeping that a little more corner-like. And then if you look at this is what it looks like from out here. That is a shoestring that I use to tie up my sleeping mat, tied to a rock, just to have something pulling it this way. We'll see how it works. Last night I didn't really sleep from like 2 to 5, and it's also very, very cold this morning. So I'm the last one out of camp, moving slow. Also, I'm trying to walk 18 miles today, so gonna be a long day. We were like driving and we were getting a lift back from our hospital. Which one was? That was such a good lunch spot. Beautiful view. Made me happy to be in the Smokies to get views like that. There's a little less trees in this area. More balds. But anyway, I am getting so tired of eating oatmeal for breakfast, peanut butter and tortilla for lunch, north sides for dinner, over and over and over again. So next resupply, I really need to think about how I can change things up, what I've seen other hikers do, and I'm kind of a picky eater, so I'm a little cautious to spend money on things that I might not like, but I gotta do something. Your tastes kind of change out here, so maybe it'll be all good. But I had a business idea, okay? So it's called Rarity Resupply, and it's all the things that would be good for hiker meals that are a little harder to find, like a single serving of dehydrated peas that you could put in your pasta at dinner time. Dehydrated strawberries that you could put in your oatmeal, and stuff like that. Also, it could have a salad bar type thing where you could take fresh vegetables or things like walking tacos or like ground beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato, hamburger ingredients in a bag, and it would be a Ziploc bag, so you could take it with you, eat it that day so it doesn't go bad. But that way you could change up what you were having
have some vegetables. It'd be delicious. But that being said, if that was like a food truck or something that was parked in AT parking lots, that would like ruin the experience, you know? It's kind of nice how you're in the wilderness and it's uncommercialized. So, not something I'm going to pursue, and I hope no one does really, but just a daydream. Another thought, I'm probably just feeling burnt out on food because when I zeroed last, there wasn't a restaurant that was open and in my price range, and no grocery store, just a gas station. So options were really limited to what I had on my day off trail, so that was kind of a bummer. Food is a big morale thing, you know? I'm about half a mile from the campsite now, the shelter I should say. It's up a hill, which isn't ideal, but I'm real proud of myself. I walked 18 miles today. I thought I would get done around 7, but I'll probably get done closer to 5:45, which I'm really proud of. I definitely deserve the rest of my half-eaten Snickers after this, and I think I want to start going more big mile days. It's just such a feeling of accomplishment, and I'm just so proud.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a beautiful morning! This place looks like the Hoh Rainforest in Olympic National Park, Washington, but we're in North Carolina. Gorgeous. Nature is so cool. Anyway, the shelter sleep went great. Nobody snored, didn't see any mice, but someone, like when they would turn over, their sleeping mat would make the sound of someone ruffling up a garbage bag to put leaves in, or one of those big blue tarps. So I never really sleep good anyway, so might as well save me the trouble of putting up and taking down my tent. Also, it's a very exciting day because I'm going to Clingman's Dome. When I was 9 or 10, my family walked a little bit of the AT, and like a day hike, I mean, to Clingman's Dome. And so back then I was kind of like, you know, wasn't, oh yeah, I want to hike the AT one day, but still it'll be so cool to be like, this is the first time I set foot on this wonderful trail. Another exciting thing is I'm meeting my friend who's a park ranger in Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Yeah, I said that right. A lot of words in there. And also, I'm going into Gatlinburg today. It's a very exciting day, starting with this beautiful walk. Well, in my attempt to document the good and bad of this trail, I'm close to Clingman's Dome. I called my friend that I'm meeting, and she said she was there yesterday looking for me. And I said I thought we were meeting Wednesday. She said she thought we were meeting Tuesday. I looked back at our texts. I said Tuesday. Totally my fault. I wasted somebody's time, and I just feel really dumb and disorganized. I wrote out when I was going to be where. I don't know why I said it wrong. And sometimes you just gotta make yourself get over things, but I need to just be mad about this for a second.
As I walked, I could feel my frustration going away. I'm only human, so I'm bound to mess up sometimes, and my friend wasn't that mad. She understood it was a mix-up. Seeing Clingman's Dome again was cool, though. It was a lot like I remember, only a little smaller. 200 miles, making progress. When my family visited Clingman's Dome, I definitely remember hiking part of the AT, but it didn't look like this. I remember a bunch of tall grass on either side of the trail, some up and downhill, but nothing like what I'm doing right now, steep downhill, or that coming back the way I came, steep uphill. So I don't know. Either we thought it was the AT and it wasn't, or we hiked a section of trail that wasn't necessarily connected to Clingman's Dome. I hope I see it again, though. That'd be so cool. My memory is someone saw the word carbohydrate on a wrapper or something and then connected it to Kirby, the video game pink character, and then we made up a song about Kirby hydrate. Those kids. On this week's installment of Is It Good or Is It Gross? We have Spam. And it's okay. I gotta get used to the texture, but it's alright. I walked a Newfound Gap that day, where some friends and I caught a free shuttle into Gatlinburg. I didn't really need more hiking food, I didn't really need any gear, but you remember how I was saying I didn't get enough non-backpacking food my last 0 day? Well, I mostly went to Gatlinburg just to eat. Bennett's Pit Barbecue was a pretty good deal. They had a choice of sauces, and there was just the joy of treating yourself. Unfortunately, my hiker hunger was still not satisfied, so I got a honey bun for dessert. And then I was too full. I felt really, really bad. But, oh well, just another AT memory.